everybody. Welcome to the second program or the second episode of our program, Just a Bite of Linguistics. As we mentioned before, we are going to cover parts of speech. The first component or the first part of speech we're going to cover is nouns. And to cover nouns, we need to divide that into three main categories or topics. Number one is going to be the definition. Number two, we are going to see the types of nouns that we can find. And finally, we are going to talk about case. The cases of nouns, right? So, to start with, let's go about the definition. What is a noun? Nouns are all types of words or objects that are going to be included in a sentence or in a text, right? For example, house is a noun, or my name, Jairo. Now, all these nouns can be pluralized. So, meaning that you can say there are a lot of houses, or there are a lot of apples, right? Now, that is to go over the types of nouns that we can find. And the types are the following. We are going to find common nouns, pronouns, abstract nouns, concrete nouns, countable, uncountable, collective, compound, and participle nouns. Those might sound like a lot of work, and it's not like that. For example, let's go over common nouns. Common nouns are the ones that we use in our daily life, in our everyday speaking, that are just common. For example, house, school, university, cell phone, those are common. The pronouns, and we are going to devote a specific video or tutorial about the pronouns, okay? So, those ones are I, you, he, she, it, etc. What about abstract? What do you think that means? Abstract are all those concepts that are quite a bit difficult to define, right? For example, love, home, that the definition is not so clear, it's so established, right? Then we go to concrete. A concrete noun is something you can touch, something you can actually have in your hands, right? For example, markers. Something very important about nouns is that one noun can be classified in different types. For example, marker can be classified in common nouns, concrete nouns, and countable nouns. Why? Because we can have a plural form. We can have it pluralized. Right? And countable, all the nouns that can be counted are countable. For example, apples and most of the specific fruits and food, classes. So all those are countable. And then we go to the uncountable. That are all the nouns that cannot be counted because the amount is so immense that you need containers. So anytime that you need a container, we are going to talk about uncountable nouns. For example, water.
Or milk.
Or milk. Then we go to the collective. What are collective nouns? Now, collective nouns are nouns that are or groups of things that are used as one. For example, family or team. You can say 2 teams, 3 teams, my family. The family is compounded by a lot of different people. But as it is a group, then it becomes a collective noun. And compound nouns are all nouns that are made of 2 different nouns. For example, police station. Police station is a compound noun because it has 2 nouns as one. Right? And finally, we have participle nouns. What is that? Participle nouns is activities. Activities that are not actions but are treated as nouns. For example, let's analyze the sentence. Swimming is a great sport. I love swimming. Then, swimming in this case is not acting as an action. It's the noun because it's the subject of the sentence. So then, when that happens, when you start a sentence with an action and it's not the verb, then it goes with ing and it becomes a participle noun. And the last part of today's video is the cases. Nouns can be divided into cases. The cases are nominative, objective, possessive, and vocative. Let me erase this. But all this are going to be covered in the next video. See you then.